Hi, Chris McClune here for FDIC International 2025 here at the Tersus Solutions booth. I am with Kindra Foley, and we're going to talk about CO2 cleaning today. So, Kindra, could you just give us a background on CO2 cleaning and what it's all about?
Yeah, sure. So CO2 cleaning has been around for years, newer to the industry, but what we're super excited about is we are trying to help every firefighter as much as we can. So we love servicing their gear when they get into those nasty things like lithium-ion, gas, diesel, paint, oil, things that water wash can't remove in their turnouts, their boots, their helmets, their hoods, gloves. So we love cleaning that stuff. We really are like the dirty guys.
Now, you mentioned the water wash. Some of these things will not be cleaned with a water wash. Do you still recommend using a water wash when implementing this system?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Chris, because I think some people assume that cleaning with CO2 replaces water wash. It does not. It's a great supplement. So water can clean things really well, and CO2 can clean things really well, but they're very different in the technique and what they do. And so it's a great complement. So sometimes we want to use two. So if you're advanced cleaning, we suggest you water wash and use CO2 clean. If you are just doing it after incident, you can do just a CO2 clean. To throw it in, it's done within 45 minutes and it's removing 98% of those PAHs.
Okay. When you think about all of the different components we don for PPE, are there any that CO2 cleaning is more geared toward, or is it like full bore?
You know what? I think the only thing that, to be perfectly honest, we run into is maybe some of the rubber and the way the rubber's made. So rubber boots are not great, but leather boots and anything else we can do. Electronics, we're still working on, to be honest. But what's great about us at Tersus Solutions is we're evolving with the industry. So as things change, as things come up, we want to advance our technology and the whole process in general of cleaning PPE, right? So we're there for you guys. So we want firefighters to bring us the challenges. We love that. So we have engineers and scientists in our labs that's actually working to solve those problems.
How do fire departments, if they want to employ CO2 cleaning, how do they do it?
Yeah, so great question. There's several ways to get involved with us. Tersus Solutions, we work with different ISPs throughout the United States. So you can go through an ISP. You can also work with us direct and send us your gear. So if you're a volunteer firefighter, you get into lithium-ion, you can definitely send us your gear direct. And we also have machines that are across the United States as well. And so, based on where you're at and what your need is, we can look at supplying a machine.
Well, now I'm with Steve Madsen. He is the founder of Tersus Solutions. And Steve, would you kind of run me through the history of Tersus Solutions and what problem you were trying to solve when you were founding the company?
Yeah, Chris. So originally, Tersus Solutions was founded to build a better CO2 cleaning machine. And originally these machines, or the technology came out in the mid-90s, spun out from military, but it ended up somebody decided you could potentially do dry cleaning with it. And the idea was to eliminate perchloroethylene or the toxic dry cleaning solvents, which we thought was a very good idea. So we adopted the first generation of machines in a business that I had at the time and found them very lacking, not terribly dependable, and we couldn't do exactly what we wanted with them. After going to all the manufacturers and giving them a laundry list of what we thought improvements they could make on the machines to make them work, finding some severe reluctance there, we just decided to build our own machines. So we started Tersus Solutions in 2009, built our first machine in 2011.
Okay. Talk about how these machines work.
They utilize liquid CO2 as a cleaning solvent as opposed to water or your traditional dry cleaning solvents like perchloroethylene. So if you imagine just a big front-loading washing machine, CO2 we think of as a gas. We think of it as bubbles in our soda or our beer, but under pressure CO2 becomes a liquid. So we pressurize the CO2. We run the CO2 anywhere from about 600 to 950 psi to keep it in a liquid form. It makes an excellent solvent, very light density, so tenth of the viscosity of water, flows through garments very easily and cleans very nicely, very gentle on the garments.
Kindra shared with us some of the benefits of CO2 cleaning. Wanted to find out just what you consider the benefits.
A lot of what the benefits are, certainly in the firefighter side of things, is removal of PAHs, VOCs, phthalates. Think of hydrocarbons, think of diesel contamination, lithium battery fire contamination. It's excellent at removing that sort of thing. The benefit as well is how gentle it is on the garments. It's not going to beat them up and tear them up like traditional laundry is going to do.
How does your machine work?
It works very much like a front-loading washing machine. So you load the gear into the machine, you shut the door. The door is about 6 inches thick of stainless steel. You push a button, the machine purges out all of the ambient air and gives us a pure CO2 gas environment. We equalize the pressure from the onboard storage tanks that hold the clean liquid CO2. Once we equalize, we pump liquid CO2 out of the onboard storage tanks, and then from there it just works like a regular washer. We circulate the CO2 in the wash cycle the entire time, filtering it. So we filter down to 5 microns. That's pulling out all of the solids, the soot, the particles. Once we drain, we go into a distillation tank where we distill the CO2, we recondense it, reuse it, and all of the, especially with the working with firefighter gear, all of the toxic sludge then drops down to where we can contain it, dispose of it properly.
If someone brings a set of gear to your facility, what's the process there? When it gets to your facility, what happens?
The first thing we do is obviously check it in and check for the customer so we can track it through the system. We evaluate what it is we're cleaning. Is it some sort of special decontamination? Was it in a lithium battery fire? Is it contaminated with fuel, whatever? From there, we determine the cycle that we would use with the machine. We don't have to disassemble the gear, so the liners can stay in with the shells. We put the gear in the machine, pick the proper cycle, and start the machine and run it.
Good deal. Talk about the manufacturing of the machine. Where are these machines manufactured and assembled?
Yeah, well, we're very proud of that. We engineer them in-house. We've got an engineer that's worked with me for 13 years. So he's been with the company pretty much from the start. They're manufactured in the U.S. Some of the stuff is done in Tulsa, some of it's done in Casper, Wyoming, and then ultimately they're assembled right outside of Tupelo, Mississippi by our team.
Okay, great. If there are fire departments out there that need to get more information on Tersus Solutions, how can they reach you?
They can contact us at info@tersussolutions.com, send us an inquiry. Our phone number's on the website, www.tersussolutions.com.
All right, great, perfect, Steve. Well, again, this has been Chris McClune at FDIC International 2025. Have a good one and stay safe.